So, yeah, no pressure following that. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here and to share my story with all of you. I can't believe I'm in New York. It's my first time in New York City. Thank you, thank you. And this conference is mind-blowing. Everybody here is just mind-blowing. So as Julia said, my name's Laura Berg, and I own a baby sign language company that teaches parents how to communicate with their pre-verbal hearing babies. And I happen to have the top 40 most viewed YouTube channel in Canada with over 18 million views, which is incredibly exciting. And how I got to that point was I ran into a lot of people who have heard of the concept baby sign language, but they'd never actually seen a baby signing. So I thought, my daughter loved the camera, she was a huge signer, let's take a video of her and post it to YouTube. And so I could refer parents to say, well, if you haven't seen a baby, go to YouTube and Google it, and you'll see my daughter. And so to date, that video has had over 4 million, or almost 4 million views. But an interesting thing happened. When I posted it, the views started climbing. 500 views, 1,000 views, 10,000 views. And at 20,000 views, my husband took me out for dinner and said, oh my goodness, can you believe 20,000 people have seen our baby? It's like every parent's dream holding open your wallet saying, isn't she cute? And so we started to play the lottery game. You know, if you won the lottery, what would you do? We said, what if it hits 100,000 views? What if it hits 500,000 views? We talked about maybe you'll be invited into the YouTube partner sharing program. Maybe you'll get more instructors. Maybe the Ellen Show will call. Maybe these great things would happen. And so it was a fun, that's my daughter there, isn't she cute? If you're curious to see this on YouTube, just search baby sign language. And so an amazing thing happened though, when it hit about 50,000 views. An email came in. And I'm going to share that email with you. And it changed the way that I thought of the future of my business, and it changed the way I thought of social media. It was from a mom. And she says, hi, Laura and Fries. I want to let you know how much you've helped me with my son. He's an autistic child who was born tongue-tied and has a hard time forming our everyday sounds. Life was extremely frustrating with a child who couldn't speak intelligibly. It had my husband and I at our wits' end. One day in September 2007, I was browsing the internet when I came across the video of Faris, at 12 months old, doing all of these signs. I called him over and together we watched the video several times. He loved it. Within 45 minutes, my son was able to start communicating with me like never before. I could understand when he needed a drink or a diaper change or his favorite toy. I realize that you may not know this, but you and your beautiful daughter are angels to me. I don't know where we'd be today if I hadn't found your video online. Thank you so much for taking the time to put it up and share it. I will always appreciate it. I sat at my computer reading this email. Thank you. And I bawled. I bawled. And I thought, never in our lottery game did my husband and I ever think, I'm going to change a life. I'm going to make an impact in somebody's life. I never thought this was possible. I posted a video of my daughter signing. And it was then that I realized the impact that we could have on the internet. And I tell you that I've had great things happen. 18 million views. I was invited into the YouTube partner sharing program. I do make money off of YouTube. I've been in the media. I've won awards as being an entrepreneur. I'm still waiting for the Ellen Show to call. Maybe next year we'll get there. But great things have happened from a business standpoint. But an even more amazing thing happened was the realization that I could make a difference in individual lives. And that, I said, whatever happens in my business after that, I don't care. This is enough. This one email from this one mom saying, thank you. Thank you for what you do. That was enough for me. And let me tell you, I get emails all the time. I got an email from a mother whose daughter lost her hearing to meningitis when she was 4. And she was embarrassed to sign. And she discovered our YouTube videos, because I keep posting. I have almost 400 on there now with me and my daughter signing. And she brought the videos to school and she showed it to her classmates. And her classmates thought it was cool. And then it gave her the confidence to start signing and being able to communicate when she lost her way of communicating. And her mom emailed me and thanked me. And so it's these emails and these connections that I am so honored to have experienced. And so I continue posting videos, and I've had people say to me, you can make money off those videos. Why don't you bundle them and charge a fee, you know, a subscription fee? And I said, you know what? Because that's not what my business is about. I make money, I have iPhone apps, I have products, I make money in different ways. But I love this feeling that I get from making a difference in the world, and I want to continue that. And I want to make my stuff available. I want every parent to be able to sign with their child, and I want to make that accessible to people. And that's why I do it and put it out there for free, because I don't want it to be restrictive. And people who don't even know that they could benefit from signing, they're not going to buy my products. They're going to stumble upon these videos on YouTube. And so I was actually going to talk to you about even just the business side of it, and the feel-good part and the branding that I get. My Smart Hands, follow me on Twitter at mysmarthands.com, or not .com, that's my website, go there and visit me. But that's the brand. But sitting in this conference over the past day and a half, I realized that it's this here, the state of now is about individuals. And if you've noticed, the theme running through this conference is individual people sharing their experiences. And when this email came into me, I thought, I'm not special, I'm not rich, I'm not famous, and yet I can make a difference. And then I realized I am special. Just like each one of you is special. You know, we're special because we exist, and we can share. And that sharing, and what we've done here in the past 2 days, that makes us special. And so I am special, just as you guys are special. Heather yesterday, when she shared her story about when she lost her son, and it was important to her to have a community of support of other moms who had special needs children. And she couldn't have necessarily got that support, that empathy, from her physical community, because maybe there were no other parents with special needs children in her physical community. That's what Twitter did. She could go on Twitter and find people who can empathize with her versus her neighbors who could maybe just sympathize with her. Jody, who shared her story with us yesterday as well, about suffering from depression and owning it and saying it's okay because we are all individuals and we can all share from one another's stories. And so I want to leave you guys with a quote that's very near and dear to my heart that I say often. If you do nothing, nothing happens. And so think about that. If you do nothing, nothing happens. So many of us sit and think, I wonder if I should start a blog. I wonder if I should tweet. I wonder if I should start this business. Stop wondering and start doing, because it's those individual actions that make a difference. And you know what? If you make a difference, and if you make a difference in one person's life, and you're making a difference in one person's life, just one person. The people who work with homeless people, there was a few speakers that shared that. People who work with prisoners. If you make one person find meaning in their life, then this world's going to change. And as individuals, we can be that change. So thank you very much for letting me share my story with you.